I also came across this mountain has legitimate, well documented as recently as last month,
Hmm.
believe it or not, incredible paranormal sightings that go on in there. And I just got here's some of the things they talk about that's been reported by hikers, ranchers, search and rescue personnel, and locals. And the person who in the comments asked us to dig into Superstition Mountain, she lives there. She lives in that area, right? So yeah. And so it's like, hey, she's like, hey, you guys need to check this out, right? So hey, we're doing this just for you, right? Because again, I'm good at fighting people, bad at fighting ghosts. So look, they say it. So they report on this mountain, man. And again, this mountain has a same type of quality that's reported sometimes out of the Appalachian Mountain. More oftentimes out of there is people hiking in for no reason being filled with an overwhelming sense of dread, just dread,
Hmm.
like for no reason, like some type of like emotional feeling washes over them, and they again, this isn't anxiety they're having. They're saying dread, like I'm doomed, right? And they often report looking up and seeing dark humanoid shaped figures seen on the ridge lines between rock formations, always from a elevated position that they are. And the sightings occur more often during the dawn and dusk hours. There's no sound, there's no approach, there's no tracks, right? And again, these things don't attack them. They say they feel like they're being watched, and they go out of their way, they say, to be seen, right? But before they see these shadow people, right, they say they have this
They
feeling
can
of,
feel it. Yeah.
dread, right?
Huh.
They come into them, right? And man, I was like, okay. So, and then on top of that, they also report, and this happens a lot in the Appalachian Mountains, voices calling names, not necessarily their name, but
Hmm.
like a name, right? Hearing voices calling their name. Hikers report hearing what sounds like other hikers walking up on them,
Hmm.
and they turn around
And
and
there's
there's
no
nothing
one.
there.
Hmm.
Right? Did you pick this up as well?
No,
Or hear
I
this?
didn't. I didn't see this. This is interesting though.
Yeah. Rocks being moved or knocked all together, just rock movement around.
Hmm.
And again, this one right here too is a crazy one right now as well. Is they hear whistling, right? Whistling. You never whistle. You never supposed to whistle. There's, as a matter of fact, if you want to be scared before you go to sleep, we should actually do. Since we're getting into the paranormal stuff a little bit on this channel, we should look this up, man. Go type into YouTube "never whistle" in the Appalachians, something like that. Just never whistle.
Hmm.
Why you don't do it, right? And they also report, bro, hearing chanting sounds. Yeah, strange chanting sounds that they report hearing when they're up there in these mountains, right? To do with it. And again, if you watch this channel at all, you'll hear me and this guy say this a lot. I have no idea where that's coming from, right? I have no idea, right? Like I know that, except I do kind of have maybe an idea where it came from. But again, this is just me speculating. Up East Tennessee, where I grew up in the tip, where on the Virginia North Carolina border, that was Cherokee territory, right? And as long, if you head south down towards the Georgia and North Carolina border, that was Choctaw, right? And we've talked about how the Choctaw had relocated to Oklahoma, and there was all the weird stuff that they had to encounter, right? But these Apache, I know that the Apache were one. They were the. I've always said the Cherokee and the Choctaw were serious, fighters, right?
Hmm.
But so were the Apache because they went to war a lot with the Comanche, right? And the Comanche they knew no chill, right? Right, so they knew no chill right there. So and they were not beyond using their I don't know their shamans, their medicine men, right, to call upon like evil spirits and evil forces to fight for them. In fact, that's the if you look at Skinwalker Ranch, that is the baseline premises of how that place got so messed up. I want to say that the Hopi were actually having problems with the Apache, I think it was, or maybe the Comanche, and they're the ones that put the curse on Skinwalker Ranch out there in Utah, right? If anybody knows the two tribes that were fighting out there in Utah, please throw that in the comments for us. I'm sure I got that wrong and it will hurt somebody's feelings. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, man. So there's a paranormal aspect to it, and there is I guess a full on, again, we can never rule out, like, the human aspect of it, right? About there could be like this bad people working out there trying to find gold or trying to find information or something on that, man. That's wild, bro.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.